Welcome back. This morning, our James Beard award-winning series, The Dish, gives you, wait for it, The Scoop, an ice cream company that is growing in popularity with a backstory that might seem too sweet to be true. For the perfect summer refreshment, Nancy Chen traveled to Central New York to meet up with the founder of Adirondack Creamery, and she got to find out what makes the taste of this ice cream so very special.
Something sweet is on the horizon in Boonville, New York. This rural dairy farm is home to what Adirondack Creamery founder Paul Nesrani calls the secret to his success.
So this is where your dairy comes from?
This is where all of the milk comes from that we use to make our ice cream.
And you know the cows' names?
I know their names, but I'm not so sure that they know mine.
The name Adirondack Creamery, however, is growing into a familiar favorite, with more than 50,000 gallons of ice cream produced each year. Nesrani says it's one of the only brands on store shelves that's 100% founder-owned. The simple and natural recipes, inspired by the ice cream he made while working on a Pennsylvania farm during childhood summers.
What did ice cream mean to you as a kid?
Ice cream was like the end of a great day. If I was working on the farm, it was the end of the day, and it was just a great memory. So when I got older, ice cream took me back to those really special times. It's a really great medium to take people to a different place.
And sometimes a different path in life. Before his adventures in dairy, Nesrani worked in the fast-paced world of finance, rising to the role of CFO at a Manhattan firm. But the dream of dessert always beckoned.
When I started the hobby of making ice cream, it was at 11 o'clock at night, leaving a stressful situation of a company in a turnaround and making these batches of ice cream in my apartment just to relax.
What are your coworkers telling you?
This is really good, Paul. You've got to do something. They were really encouraging because they were eating it every day. So they're like, this is great, Paul. Nobody said quit your job.
They're like, why is the accountant giving us ice cream every single day?
In a way, for sure. I left a very stable, steady, regular career, but there was something inside that was like, you got to get up and go outside.
After spontaneously purchasing an ice cream machine at an auction in 2004, Nesrani's hobby flourished into a passion with purpose, creating tastes that spark something beyond the scoop. Like Kashmiri kawa featuring South African spices, and kulfi pistachio cardamom, a nod to a frozen dessert in India, his father's homeland. One of his most beloved flavors, Syrian Dayton walnut, was inspired by the Syrian refugee crisis and helped raise more than $30,000 to support aid services.
Is there a mission behind your flavors?
There is. I mean, it's storytelling. So some are storytelling from my own family experiences or from things that we've been through that we just are like, hey, these are great inspirational pieces about where we've been, and maybe that'll transport someone there. Maybe they'll wish to go there. You know, food shared across a table can bring people together.
You source really straight from the farm. I mean, truly.
Yeah, no, that's why we're here. And I think this milk leaves the farm, and in less than 20 hours, it turns into ice cream. And like being close to those ingredients makes a great product.
Nesrani credits the brand's 14 unique flavors to their very official research and development team.
There it is. Look at that.
Nesrani's wife, Simi, and their sons, Khalil and Tyle.
No, it needs more flavor, but it's really good.
Definitely needs more.
This is where we produce everything.
Back at the dairy farm, Nesrani gave us an opportunity to join in on the fun and mix our own concoction.
We've never had this many chips in anything. This won't be a cost-effective product.
But it's going to taste
It's
so
going to be good.
Using his original machine that started it all.
So let's see how this flavor comes out. We'll have to have a name for it.
The Fancy Nancy.
The Fancy Nancy.
I love how fresh this is. Thank you.
So conclusion, I think maybe we have to figure out how to package it.
I think so, if I get royalties out of this.
With a career this fulfilling, it's easy to see why, 20 years later, Nesrani's dream job has only gotten sweeter with time.
What should people who are sitting around thinking, I have this dream, what should they take away from what you've been through?
I think the first is that nothing's impossible. It's never, ever too late. So I think if you're called to do something and you feel it, you can't wait for some other event to make your event happen.
From farm to farm, and this year marks 20 years since Nazrani started Adirondack Creamery. It is now available in stores in 10 states, and you can buy it online from across the country. So you saw him out there trying out new flavors with his family. The next one up is lemon blueberry, the flavor of his wedding cake, and we brought some flavors over to you. Of course, you can't talk about ice cream and not share some ice cream.
We
So,
Is the Fancy Nancy one in here?
you know, that one, as they said, not quite as cost
Okay.
effective because I might have broken the machine, but we
What's wrong
do
with this
have.
black raspberry right here.
We have black raspberry, we have Syrian date and walnut, cashmere kawa, which we talked about in the piece, and Early's chocolate peanut butter. So I love the recipe. Oh, we got a vote of confidence right there.
Oh my
Good,
goodness.
isn't
You know
it?
what it is about
This
ice
is
cream?
fantastic.
I remember eating ice cream in times of celebration, but I also remember eating ice cream as like a comfort food. Like if I'm sad, you know, when that first boyfriend breaks your heart and you're like, I can just eat a whole
Some
gallon.
wine and some ice cream solves all, but it
No,
also
but you
brings
know,
people together. For
I don't want to
Yes,
make this
it's
weird,
like
but
every occasion.
this
Ice
is
cream
orgasmic.
Oh,
I apologize.
well, there we go.
all right.
See, that's why I came up from
Okay.
Washington. That is why I came up from Washington.
8:44 in the
Hear Nate
morning.
Say that,
Wait a minute.
okay?
Nate,
It's made all my travel and all the wake up early stuff completely
put that
worth
on the
it.
carton.
Nate just said it. I came up to hear it.
Okay.
By the way, this is the breakfast of champions.
Try
in case
that
you're
black
curious.
raspberry.
This is the one?
Be
Okay,
careful,
let
though.
me see.
This is like
Well, let me
50
try
shades of ice cream.